Hey there, Facebook friends. I know usually I'm stamping, but this morning I wanted to show you something that I've tried from Pinterest, and it's turned out really neat. We cook with a lot of spices in our house, and I'm always going and buying the basil that's already growing and paying, what, $3. And I've always wanted a way to have a source of fresh spices all the time. And with basil, you have to really have like turn it over once a month or something. So I saw this article on Pinterest, and it said to take a standard milk jug. Now these are actually water jugs. We had them here for Hurricane Irma, and they've expired, so I would normally throw it away. And same with milk. We drink a lot of milk, and I'm always throwing these plastic jugs away. But turning these into planters, or actually little mini greenhouses. And for you folks up north, you could do this right now. Get it started in your house. Put it in an east window in the east side of the house where it gets a lot of sun inside, and you could have you could start out with a bunch of fresh basil or parsley or cilantro. So the first thing you'd want to do is grab the milk carton, save the lid, because you want all the moisture to stay within the jug. You're eventually going to tape it up, set it in the eastern window, and let it generate its own moisture. You will water it, but that lid's important because we don't want the moisture to get out. So you just take a milk jug. I've already taken this one, and I have cut it, but I have left the handle in place. You can see. And I'm going to fill it up with about maybe a ½ inch from the top with soil. So this is just a standard milk jug. This had water in it from Irma, and where I got to dump it anyways because it's expired. But I'm just taking a pair of scissors, and I am just going around it like this, and then just stopping right before the handle. Now I'll go fill this up with potting soil, and we'll be good to go. So what you see here is just a little bowl, and I have put water. There we go. I put some water in there, and I've just been soaking, and they've probably been in there a ½ hour, and they really need to soak a full hour. This is cilantro. I just went and got a seed pack this is Walmart. My husband went and got some at Lowe's too. We're going to try that out. But you'll know it when they've fully like soaked up, because the seeds start to drop to the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But at any rate, yeah, they'll start dropping to the bottom, and once they get to the bottom, then I'll plant them. Okay, so it's been about an hour, and I have brought out the seeds. These are, see if I can get, yeah, you can't really see it, but these are parsley seeds, the plain parsley. And you can see that they have all dropped to the bottom of the bowl. They're fully saturated. Now this here is cilantro seeds, and they have not dropped, so I don't know, maybe, ooh, where are you? There you go. Maybe they won't drop, but I'm going to let them hang out a little bit longer. They are a little bit more denser seed, so I'm just going to let them hang out, but I'll go ahead and show you the rest of planting it. So you remember I said leave in the jug about a ½ inch of soil, and I'm just going to fold it back, mix up the seeds so they're kind of floating around in the water, and then I'm just going to kind of pour it over the potting soil, trying to spread them out. And you could take and move them around with your fingers, get them kind of spread out. And then they need to be covered with about a ¼ inch of potting soil. So I've just got some potting soil here in my cup. And wherever I see a seed, I'm gonna put that on and press it down. Yep. All right, now remember I said save the top, so we need that top on there so the moisture doesn't get out. Save that top. And then I'm going to take just any kind of tape. You can use shipping tape or whatever. So the last thing I'm going to do is mark down the date and the type of spice that I'm putting in the jug. So here I'm just trying to determine the germination and what date to put on the jug. So here is my jug from a couple weeks ago. I have got basil in there, and I marked the date. I planted it on, I planted it on the 17th. And it emerged by, oh my goodness, the 20th. And it shouldn't have come up till the 24th because today's the 24th. Now let me show you how big these are. Eventually I'll put holes in the bottom. But you see how I haven't watered it much. You see how much condensation has. And I will tape it back down, but there's a lot of water on this. And I haven't watered it that much. But there's my little... I don't know if you can see them, but there's my little basils. Yay! And you see I didn't do a very good job of spreading the seeds. But I'm going to let them grow, and then in 2 weeks, well, I'm gonna plant some more, and that way every couple of weeks I'll have basil coming on. So I'm really excited about it because we love basil. We do a lot of sauces and stuff like that with basil and with cilantro. We're big guacamole and fans of that. So if you do this, go ahead and I'd like to see how you came about planting and how it all turned out. I'd really appreciate some comments, and I hope you have fun with it. All right, take care.